Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Grammar Legend, and today we are going to be having a different kind of video where we are going to be having a look at what I'm going to say the top 5 tanks that I think you should grind in World of Tanks Blitz. This is purely my opinion. It's basically, I've just thought, how about I just go through all the tech trees, not every single one, but me having a look at all of them and seeing which ones I would recommend for like new players, and what I think that the new players should grind if they want to try and get used to like some of the mechanics in Blitz. So yeah, we're going to have a look at the top 5 tanks that I think that you should grind in tier 10. And, well, how the tech tree is all the way up and stuff like that. And, yeah. We're also working off of live gameplay as well. We're not going to do replays because I forgot to do them all. And, yeah. And, well, if I did 2 replays, we're only going to do 1. It would make, like, this video, like, an hour long or something. I really don't want that. So, yeah. Today we're having a look at the top 5 tanks I think that a new player should grind when they first join World of Tanks Blitz. And first on that list is indeed the E5. This tank it's got everything for it. It's basically a heavium. It can work in like a hold down position. It can't side scrape, unfortunately, because it is American. You can even like... It's very difficult to try and like side scrape in this vehicle because the sides are extremely weak when like you are trying to side scrape. Your hull is alright to some extent. Yeah, it can be a bit troll when people turn to the premium ammo as well. Because like there's like red speckles there and whatever you want to call it. There's like red spots and then there's grey spots all over the front of the hull. And it can be really troll, but yeah, this tank is definitely a hull down vehicle, and you should never like try and go like on flat ground because then everyone will just penetrate your lower plate or just your hull in general. Your turret, your hatch could also be penned as well. If you're in a face hugging position, you can pen just underneath the turret. I'll show you in a minute. But yeah, this is the E5, and we're going to have a look at this as our top, there is no particular order really, I'm just going through, the order of which I see them in the bar below. So yeah, first on the list is the E5, so let's have a look at, the stats of this vehicle. So, you do have 2,300 hit points, and you do have 258mm of turret armor, and 211 on your hull. So I'm going to show you a couple of screenshots of the armor now on the left, just so you can get a gumption as to what the armor is, and what it actually looks like. So, yeah, you have a view range of 279.8 meters. And you do have a concealment of 31 while stationary, 27 while moving, and 6 upon firing. You do have 2,678 DPM, and you do have a reload time of 8.96 seconds. Now, I am running this with calibrated shells because, well, the heat pen is extremely nice on this thing. This thing has practically like a tank destroyer gun at this point. You do have 274 AP pen. And you have 384 heat pen on an E5. This is a hold down vehicle and it has 384 heat pen. Like, if you ran the rammer on this thing, you'd get that reload down to 8.52 seconds with 2,818 DPM. But I'd recommend using the calibrated shells since it'd only be like 340 pen on your heat. So, yeah, you have a average damage of 400 on your AP, 340 on your heat, and 515 on your HG. Pretty alright, it's pretty bog standard as well. You won't often need to shoot HG because, well, yeah, you're not really going to be able to get behind that many vehicles since you should be like on the front line. Should be the lights flanking and stuff like that. But yeah, when you get the chance to use HE, of course, use it. But when like you're head on, you're only really going to be using like AP and heat, etc, etc. So, your aim time, you do have 2.7 seconds aim time, which is very nice for a vehicle like this. And you do also have 0.254 dispersion, you have 8 degrees of compression, and you have a top speed of 42 kilometers an hour. One thing to note also about this vehicle is that its traverse is really not the best. It's just the way the tank is, but the gun definitely makes up for it. The hold down capabilities definitely makes up for it, but it is definitely a pain in the ass when you are trying to rotate, and yeah, your traverse is not the best. You'll see why, or see how bad it is in a minute. So I'm going to start going through like the consumables and provisions that I think you should use as well. Not equipment, because well, there's just a lot there, and it's pretty. All the equipment is really up to your play style, but provisions and consumables is just pretty standard, and most people would like run like the speed boost and stuff like this, for example. Yeah, because it's free, but whatever. So I recommend running the multi-purpose restoration pack, or the universal repair kit, whatever you want to call it. I also run the repair kit as well, and I also run adrenaline. I recommend using like repair kits on this thing because the ammo rack on the E5 is extremely weak and is prone to getting damaged. Hence why I'm also running the protective kit on this thing. When did this thing get sandbag armor? I can't even remember when that was added. But yeah, I recommend running protective kit, because it is the ammo rack is extremely weak, and yeah, it's if you've often find yourself getting ammo wrecked in this thing. I mean, I have yet to be ammo wrecked in this, but yeah, it's pretty weak ammo wreck, and yeah, that is that. I also recommend running double cola as well, because yeah, just to get the stats up a bit more. But yeah, let's just go into a battle and we can see how the E5 plays. Now, this could either go horribly wrong or it could go amazingly well. So, yeah, I apologise if, like, it's a 1 versus 3 within 2 minutes. But yeah, obviously, we are on vineyards, I think it is. And we are going to go into the centre, obviously, because this is a heavy tank with a monstrous turret. So, yeah, you can, well, it looks like the mediums are going their way, and the 4005. IS-4's going town, C50 is going town, Minnow is probably going to camp here, and the Conway is also going to follow the 4005. What is he doing? I have no idea. But yeah, we're going to try and go to the middle, and we're going to try and spot the heavies going across here, which we do successfully. And I do try to snapshot, but it goes appallingly. So, yeah, we are spotting practically the entire team over here, which is good. And we do manage to get a nice shot into the back chat. So you can see that the shell velocity is alright. You don't need to run like the improved shell velocity or anything. Lovely shot into the E4. So yeah, it looks like we might have already lost this because no one is doing their job. Yeah, the Conway is over there. He's not going to be able to do jack shit. The C50 is trying to do something. Bro, get back. Get back, because you are not going to survive. So yeah, we have got the Badger here as well. He is going to continue going forward, so we might not have a shot against him. Now I'm really not sure what to do in this situation. The C50 is grabbing the attention of the Badger. I have no idea where the rest of their enemy is. I'm going to try and help the C50 here by getting behind this Badger. Like so. Now this would be a great opportunity to try and, yeah, get back. Because, yeah, we ain't winning this. That was a very silly move from me. Try and get this Badger. That would be vital for winning this. And yeah, I think we've lost. We ain't winning this. And yeah, this is exactly what I mean. We can't win a game that is going to end up like this. So we do get a nice HE shot into the 50B there, which means that he is probably going to try and turn round. Oh wow, the IS-7 dies, which is probably vital for the winning of this game. We have the 120 there. Is the 50B looking at me? Nope, that means we can get a nice HE shot into him. Get back just in time in case the bat chat decides to try and kill us. Wow, I thought we'd lost this game. GG. We have got 2k assistant damage as well. We shouldn't really have done that, but yeah, that is just... well, that's just us going forwards and dealing with the enemy team, really. So basically, we did really well in that game. The team did cooperate really well. The Progetto on the other side did very well in taking the attention of the Badger and the 50B. And we managed to get ourselves into a position where no one could really attack us as everyone was inside town and stuff like that. So yeah, that is the E5. You can tell that it is a really nice vehicle. We did 4K without really trying, if I'm honest. But yeah, it is a very nice vehicle. I recommend grinding it. The rest of the line is also really good. M6, really nice tank. T29, really nice tank. T32, monstrous turret. It has really it has a good gun as well, I believe. The M103 is also really nice. It has a really good turret. And then of course you have the E5. So yeah, the line is really nice to grind. But the tanks that, while being stock, are pretty bad, obviously, because the traverse rates on the E5 line is pretty bad. But yeah, moving on to the next tank, we are going to go to the STB. Now, I believe this is getting nerfed in the next update. But, yeah, I believe what they're going to do is probably just try and nerf the Pramo a bit. I have no idea, but I assume they're going to nerf the Pramo a bit because it is a bit broken. Well, not broken, but it is really good because of that. But yeah, we're going to have a look at the STB and how it is now, not for the next update. But yeah, the STB is the second tank on my list, which I recommend you should grind. So, yeah, this is obviously a medium tank. It is a hull down medium tank. And with 11 degrees of gun depression on this thing, you are able to get some very nice hull down shots off. And yeah, the turret is amazing. Like, you're going to practically block everything that comes your way if you go hull down. Unless you get like some ICPA player who snipes your hatch every time. And yeah, which is very unlikely. So we are just going to go straight to the stats because, yeah, that review on the E5 was extremely long. So you do have 1,924 hit points. You do have 175mm of turret armor and 110 on your hull. That turret armor value there is dog shit. It's not. That is not what it is. It's probably about like a 300mm turret. It's like really strong. The hatch can be penned, yeah, sure. But the turret is it is very strong. Probably one of the strongest in tier 10. In the game actually. But yeah, you do have a view range of 296.5. And you do have a concealment of 48 on your while stationary, 42 while moving, and 10 upon firing. I forgot to show you the armor values, well, the armor of the STB, so I'll just quickly show that now, so you can see it for yourselves. So, you do have a DPM of 3,124 with a 6.34 second reload. This is not a brawling tank. It doesn't have the DPM to compete with the other vehicles in tier 10. Well, mediums in tier 10, like the Leopard and the T62, stuff like that. It is falling behind, and yeah, well, with in the DPM department. But yeah, the DPM does work. You do frequently get your shots out, and yeah, that is that. So you do have 265 normal AP pen. You do have premium AP on this vehicle, which is very nice. You do have 324 on your premium AP. and 57 on your HE. So yeah, you're not going to get much HE out in this thing. The HE pen isn't the best, but of course when you can get it out, do try and do that. It's probably going to be like leopards and 4005s and grills. You're probably going to HE. But yeah, your average damage 330 on your regular AP, 320 on your premium AP, and 380 on your HG. So yeah, the values are pretty close together. Of course, premium AP is only 10 less, which is really good about the Japanese vehicles. They all have like premium AP, and that means that basically it only loses like 10-20 damage or something like that, which is very nice indeed. So you do have 2.8 seconds of aim time, which is also very good. You do have a dispersion of 0.277, which is very accurate. And you do have 11 degrees of compression with a top speed of 53 kilometers an hour. So yeah, the STB is very nice. It is probably one of the strongest mediums out there in my opinion. When you're on flat ground, your hull can also be pretty troll as well, because there is like a slight bar there between the lower plate and the upper glacis. But yeah, that is pretty troll, and people will probably just either go for the upper or the lower plate. So yeah, you will get the troll bounce obviously. And yes, so we are just going to jump into modules. It's the same again, universal repair kit and the repair kit and the adrenaline. Because this is a medium tank, you want to try and stay on the move as much as possible. No, that's more like lights, isn't it? Nah, but yeah, this is a DPM machine as well. In case your ammo rack gets wrecked or something, you want to try and, yeah, use that repair kit to try and fix it. So yeah, I am also running double food on this and a protective kit as well to stop like the crew getting hurt. Because yeah, it is like a medium vehicle. You don't want to lose your driver or your ammo or your loader, for example. But yeah, we are just going to go straight into a battle, and we are going to see how the STB plays. So yeah, the STB is also a very nice vehicle, and this is an amazing map for it. We are on Normandy, and it's time to show you guys what the STB can really do. So yeah, the STB, it is definitely one of the best mediums in tier 10. The grind is a bit boring though. Most of the, well, I think almost the entire line has like no armor whatsoever. The STA1 and the Type 61 have really shit armor. You'll get HE'd by literally everything that comes your way. And yeah, it's probably best that you try and stay away. Now that was a very troll bounce. I don't know if I hit like spaced armor there or something, and now we can't hit him. And we do have a rogue Progetto here. No idea what he's doing. And the E75 as well. I'm going to turn around and we are going to have a look at these two and try and stop them flanking us. So we have got the E75 and the M60 over here. We are going to try and get a hatch shot into this guy, which we do pull off. And then we are going to try and track this E75. We do hit him a bit too early though, unfortunately. If we could just get another nice shot into him. So yeah, this thing can pen quite a lot of stuff if you just aim your shots, which is very nice. Can I please hit you? Yeah, that was a very bad shot from me. But yeah, we have got the 183 staring us down. We have also got the M60, not the Patton. But yeah, we have got the M60, and it looks like the Death Star is AFK. So I'm just going to go right forward. And yeah, try and get as much damage into this guy as possible. He has come alive. We are going to leave the Tortoise for now. The Death Star is more dangerous. And yeah, since the Tortoise does have like very bad stats, well, mobility, not stats, because it has like one of the best DPMs in the game. But yeah, the Tortoise is now cleared. And the Death Star is also dead, and the M60 and the E75 are dead. So it looks like this is going to be a win for the green team. Which is, of course, what we want. Now time to hunt down the IS-8, which is just over here capping base C. Absolutely useless move in the game at its current stage. So yeah, GG, we have absolutely destroyed this team. And yeah, just GG in general. So yeah, the STB is a very nice tank. It can do a really good job. We didn't really get much block damage. In fact, we didn't get any at all. But yeah, the STB is really good. I definitely recommend grinding it, and the line can be a bit tedious. Like the Chiri, okay, it has like a really annoying auto loader, which does like 160 damage per like 2 seconds, and it has like a magazine reload of like 9.5. But yeah, then STA is a pretty bad tank. Yeah, I skipped all these because they were pretty bad. I just know. And the Type 61 is also pretty bad for like the armor as well. The guns are good. But the armor is just pulling it down. But yeah, the STB, when you get there, definitely well deserved. It is a very nice tank. Very nice addition to your garage. And, well, let's see what the next addition to our garage is. So, I am going to go with the Rinoceronte. Yeah, of course, it is the newest tank in the game, newest tech tree in the game. And it is a very nice vehicle. I have not played as much in this thing as I would have liked to. Only 18 battles. But, while playing it, it is just probably one of the best tier 10s, in my opinion, at the moment. For tech trees anyway. This is a very nice vehicle. I definitely recommend grinding this. And, it is an auto reloader, but it's kind of like, I think it's like 8 seconds on your first shell and then like 9 seconds on your second. So it doesn't have the reserve shell mechanic, which is really nice. It does have 2 shells, obviously. 3.3 second intro clip. Very nice tank indeed. It can also go hold down. The turret is really nice. Yeah, well, let's just go into the stats. So yeah, we can see that it has 2,444 hit points. What a number. But yeah, 205mm of turret armor and 130 on your hull. So yeah, the hull is pretty weak. It can be really troll though, sometimes. Just try and wiggle your hull to try and get those bounces. But yeah, your turret is really strong. It can be penned by like your bigger calibers though. With their premium rounds, it's pretty much butter to them at that point. But yeah, you do have like this weird knobbly thing on the top of your gun as well. I will show a picture of the armor now, just so you can see what it looks like. And yeah, so we are just when you like put your gun up as well, there is also a weak point on the underside of your mantlet, which is very annoying. So you can't put your gun all the way up, but you have to put it partially up to be able to block your hatch, whatever it's called, I can't think. Lost my train of thought. But yeah, that's the armor. So 279.8 meters of view range, and you do have 43% concealment while stationary, 38 while moving, and 10 upon firing. So the camo values are pretty much the same as the STB in this tank, which is alright, because it practically has like medium concealment, which is really nice. But yeah, you do have 2,592 DPM. Now this is an auto reloader. You do have 3.33 seconds intro clip reload. On your first shell, you do have 9.72 seconds of reload, and then on your second shell is 8.33 seconds. You do have 2 shells in the magazine, obviously. And you do have 278mm of pen on your AP, 362 on your heat, and 70 on your HE. Now, I run calibrated shells on this thing because I just want to get that penetration up just a little bit more. as well it would be pretty bad without it. 320 pen on heat in tier 10 is not the best at all. I guess if you want to run vents, you can increase quite a few stats here. It's improving your crew. But yeah, you can get like the reload down by a bit. You can get the DPM up, the view range up a bit, the dispersion down. Yeah, it's just stuff like that. But yeah, I'm gonna run calibrated shells on mine because I just want to get that extra penetration. So yeah, your average damage, you do have 420 on your AP, 370 on your heat, and 520 on your HE. Very nice damage values, and yeah, it is definitely a very nice tank if you want to try and get the damage out. Of course, since it is an auto reloader, you can play it as you want. You can play it as a single shot, you can play it as a double shot, you can play it as an auto loader. You can like I don't know. It's not the same with like 3-shell auto reloaders because it well, you have so much. You have like a lot more different ways to use it. But yeah, the Rhino only has 2 shells. Unfortunately, well, not unfortunately, but yeah, 3 shells would be good, obviously, because well, it's 3 shells. But yeah, the Rhino only has 2, so you don't really have as many different ways to play it. But yeah, moving on, you do have 3.4 seconds aim time, and you do have 0.269 dispersion, 7 degrees of current depression, which can work, but you will struggle on some ridges like mines, I think, for example. And you do have 40 kilometers an hour top speed. So yeah, this is a very nice vehicle. You can play it very well, obviously. It is a very nice vehicle. Like I said before, the hull can be pretty troll. I wouldn't try side scraping either, since you can hit the top of the upper plate as well, and I think you could just go right through the spaced armor on the sides. Pretty sure. But yeah, what I recommend running on this is the obviously universal repair kit. Sorry, just knocked my mic. But yeah, universal repair kit, the other repair kit as well. And I recommend running the first aid kit as well. I never run the engine boosts. I don't know why. I just think they don't really help me the way I play, for example. I just don't think that I just don't like them. But yeah, that is obviously my opinion. So yeah, the provisions, I recommend, of course, running double food again, and then the fuel as well, because the turn rate's actually alright. It's just like the power to weight is pretty bad, sitting only at 15. So I do want to try and improve that a bit. I would run the protective kit, but yeah, I don't really find any issues with the modules in this vehicle. And yeah, so let's just go right into battle and see how the Rhino plays. And yeah, we have had 2 pretty good games so far. Well, the E5 was a really good game. Very lucky as well, to be honest. And the STB was pretty a meh game, pretty much. But yeah, now we're on the Rhino, the 3rd tank of today's video. I have no idea how long I've been recording for. I think it's about like half an hour. But yeah, it's all for the new guys' benefits. So yeah, we are going to go to medium side because we have no hull armor whatsoever. We are basically a medium, sort of. Well, a heavium, sorry, not a medium. Because we have the speed, sort of. We have, like, the gun as well, kind of. To be able to deal with these mediums and lights. And, well, yeah, it's just really nice overall. Can we get a cheeky shot into the Leopard who is trying to peek our E50M, I wonder? No, we cannot. So it looks like the E4 has also got the same idea as we have. Wow, I think the entire team has come over here, which is not good at all, because we are now outnumbered. And, yeah, it doesn't look like anyone else is coming over here either. We have got, I don't know what these people are doing. We need to deal with these guys as soon as possible. So we are going to try and get a shot into this guy, but yeah, this looks like it'll be our first appalling game of today's video. And yeah, we just got absolutely deleted. I might do another game on this because yeah, this has just gone very bad. Try and get a shot into the Leo, maybe? No. We tried. We did try, but it looks like we might have lost this game, unfortunately. I don't think it's wise to poke over there right now. We are going to try and shoot the E100 in the hatch, but yeah, that just went downhill. So, yeah, we are going to try and do something as our last move of today's Rhino review. Looks like the E4's going to try and know the bat chat is, isn't he? Please troll bounce, no. But yeah, that was just very bad play from me. The heavies went to heavy side when they realised that they could probably be outnumbered as well. But yeah, that was very bad play from me. I played that absolutely terribly. My next tank that was on the list was, where was it? The Patton. Yeah, this is another medium tank, but yeah, it is probably one of the strongest mediums out there yet again. Yeah, I haven't even got the crew for this, the equipment for this either. It's because, like, I don't play this much either. But yeah, the Patton is an extremely nice tank. It is very nice, and I am going to switch over to the Blitz Stars. Okay, so here we are on Blitz Stars, and we have the M48 Patton equipped. So yeah, your DPM on the M48 Patton is 3,312, 260 penetration on your AP, 330 on your heat, and 58 on your HE. Now, we are running calibrated shells, obviously. If you want to run rammer, you can get 3,562 DPM on your AP there. So, yeah, your alpha is 340 on your AP, 290 on your heat, and 430 on your HE. You do have a reload time of 6.16 seconds, which is pretty much the same as the STB, actually. And you do also have a shell velocity of 1,478. So you don't really need to run the supercharger. If you want to, you can get up to 1,900. But I prefer to use the better aim time. So, yeah, your aim time is 1.63 seconds. That's more realistically like 2 point something seconds. 2.7, 2.8, something like that. But yeah, your dispersion is 0.285, which is pretty alright, if I'm honest. It's on the less accurate side of the mediums with the refined gun. But yeah, I have no idea how to, like, say, like, the dispersion values and stuff. I believe it's like you have like 0.385 dispersion on movement and on rotation, and you do get 0.365 when your turret is rotating. But yeah, moving on, you do have 8 degrees of gun depression. And you do also have a top speed of 48 kilometers an hour. Is there anything still here? The armor. So, 256 millimeters on the front of your turret and 145 on your hull. So, yeah, I am just going to show a couple of screenshots of the armor now, just so you can see what the armor actually looks like. So yeah, it is a very strong tank, of course, because it is like a Patton. I mean, all Pattons are strong, except the M60. That could do with a turret armor buff. But yeah, the M48 is a very nice tank. It can do its job very well. The hull is very weak, not gonna lie. It is very weak. And the turret is probably one of the strongest turrets in tier 10. But the hatch is weak, like you saw in our STB game earlier. So yeah, if we just quickly jump into a battle, and yeah, we can see how the M48 plays. I'll probably like add a Rhino replay at the end or something, because yeah, that game was appalling. But yeah, we're on Dynasty's Pearl, and we are in the Patton. I have very bad feelings about this. I have a feeling that all the heavies are going to go left into city, and me and the Panzer is the only ones going to be going right. Yeah, I totally did not say that as that was happening. So yeah, we are going to go right side. I'm not going to go too far forward because I don't want to get caught out by like the autoloader and the T22. What are you doing? Okay, no idea how you missed me. Yeah, we're running. We are running, mate. So yeah, let's get out of here. And yeah, so the equipment that I use, no, not the equipment, the consumables I use on this is, of course, the repair kit and the universal repair kit and the adrenaline, because this is a medium and, well, I run adrenaline on everything I can. But yeah, this is the M48 Patton. I don't know why I said that. Of course it's the M48 Patton. Can we get any shots into anyone coming over here? We can get a nice shot into the bat chat there, which is probably very much needed. We can try and get a shot into the 113 there. Very bad move from me, not gonna lie. But we are going to try and get a nice shot into the T22, which is probably one of the most dangerous tanks on the team at the minute because it is just that good. We are going to try and get a shot into the Leopard, but obviously it just goes downhill. Can we get a shot into the T22? Yes, we can. That was a beautiful shot. But yeah, we are trying to get this T22 while he is over there, but I don't think we can. It looks like this is going to be another loss. No one's doing anything. T57's, yeah, he's lost his mind. We are just going to try and get out of there. Try and get the 113. No idea where that went. Yeah, I think we've lost this as well. Why am I shooting HE? Why the hell am I shooting HE? Yeah, I've played this very badly. Yeah, I'll go to play the Rhino while I'm waiting. Actually, no, I'll add the Rhino and the M48 at the end. Very bad games from me. I do apologise. But yeah, where the heck is my last tank? Ah, yeah, here it is. The IS-7. Now, this is the final tank on today's list. The IS-7 is probably also one of the strongest heavies out there at the moment, in the tech trees at least. It does feature some very, very troll armour, and the gun can work. It is obviously a Russian or Soviet heavy, so yeah, you are going to get like the troll shots as well. But you do also have like the troll armor on you as well, so you might get like people shooting like this spaced armor bar here, and then they really struggle to pen you, which is very annoying when it's like a one-shot IS-7. You're a full hit point Sheridan, and actually no, because you can just get right behind it. But it's very annoying when you hit troll shots on a one-shot IS-7. But yeah, the IS-7, it is a very nice tank. I definitely recommend you grind this. It's got everything going for it. Well, not everything, but it's got most things going for it. It's got armor. It does have like a decent alpha as well. It has got tungsten shells, which is also very nice. And basically just stuff like that. It is quite mobile as well. The traverse rates on both the turret and the hull are not the best. But it is a pretty... it's kind of like the E5. It's very much like the E5, just worse penetration, really. But better alpha. So, yeah, we are just going to go and have a look at the stats here. So, yeah, 2,550 hit points. And you do have 240mm of turret armor and 150 on your hull. So, I am going to show the armor now on the left, so you can see what the IS-7's armor looks like. And, yes, that is that. So, 279.8 meters of view range, and you do have 35% concealment while stationary, 29 while moving, and 5 upon firing, which is very nice. Well, not very nice, but it is among the better ones of the heavies in tier 10. But yeah, the DPM is not the best on this vehicle. 2,403 DPM and 11.48 seconds of reload time. And yeah, that is probably slacking in the heavy DPM department. Sometimes they're like 2,600, I believe. I'm not sure. I don't know all the DPMs off by heart. I'm not some sort of like nerd who studies tanks. But yeah, we are just going to move on to the penetration. 279 millimeters of AP pen, 336 on your APCR, and 73 on your HE. Now, I'm not sure. Someone told me that APCR can cut right through spaced armor with no problem. I find trouble with that, so I'm not sure if they were trolling me or something. But yeah, the spaced armor, no, the APCR is probably not the worst ammo type in the game. It can't do anything. Its normalization is absolutely ridiculously poor. And yeah, you just find yourself probably bouncing all the time, which is just very annoying. And so yeah, moving on to the average damage, 460 on your AP, 390 on your APCR, and 600 on your HE. Very nice values. On your AP, you do find yourself, if you run tungsten, you will get like above 500 almost every shot if you run tungsten shells. And that is that. I dread to think how much damage you do with HE and tungsten. What is it, like 700 damage per shot? But yeah, you do have 4.8 seconds of aim time, which is very bad for a tank like this. And you do have a dispersion of 0.316, which I believe would be something like, yeah, 0.371, which is very bad. But then again, it is a Soviet heavy. You will expect that. But yeah, you do have 6 degrees of gun depression, and you do have a top speed of 42 kilometers an hour. So yeah, it is a mobile heavy. I'd definitely go try and go like heavy side still in this thing, because it does have the armor to compete with the other heavies. For example, this is probably one of the the final tank that I recommend you grind if you are a new player. So yeah, the consumables I recommend running is the universal repair kit, the adrenaline, and of course tungsten shells. Because, well, if you run adrenaline and tungsten, you probably get your DPM up to like, what, 3,000 and something, which is very nice, obviously. So of course I'm running double food on this thing, and I'm running protective kit because, of course, like the E5, the ammo rack is even weaker than the E5 on this thing. So, yeah, we are going to go straight into a battle, and we are going to have a look at how the IS-7 plays. So, yeah, this is a pretty bad map, not going to lie, for this kind of tank. I don't really reverse side scrape in this thing. Yeah, I should, because it is like a monstrous tactic in this kind of thing. And, well, yeah, it's just, yeah, it is a very nice tank overall. VK, why are you going left? You're not a medium. But yeah, we are going to go right side still, because we do have the tank destroyer, well, 2 tank destroyers following us, so we won't go straight in yet. We are going to try and catch some heavies going across here, though. I don't think they will, though, to be honest. But we'll see what happens. No, I don't think they are. Looks like they might have all gone left side. Looks like our VK has already been spotted, obviously, because there is a a Sheridan out there somewhere. And of course the Hori is here. I don't know why he's there, of all places. We are going to try and get a shot into the... Wow. Yeah, don't copy me, guys. I am the world's shittest EU player. But yeah, that did not go to plan at all. So yeah, yeah, I've just not been playing very well. Sorry, 268. I didn't mean to block you there. But yeah, that was a very bad move from me. We're going to try and blind shoot the 268 there. And this guy's going to try and come down and shoot us, so I really don't want that. No. Yeah, this is very bad. We are already half hit points. We've done absolutely nothing. And it looks like we are already losing this side of the map. Because our E3 is also dying. And yeah. This is just a disaster waiting to happen. So we are just going to try and shoot the Hori here. Try and make it so the, well, the E3 doesn't die. But he does, unfortunately. I don't know if you realise, mate, but I can just try and shoot through there. No? No, but then the 268 is in the bush. Yeah. And then what the hell are you meant to do? Okay, so we've got... Yeah, that was never going to work. But yeah, I am going to, I'm not going to, we're going to try and play the last three, the other two vehicles. The IS-7 can work, but I've been playing extremely bad after those two battles earlier. Which is my bad, obviously, I do apologise. But yeah, I am going to stop talking now because, yeah, I have been speaking for a while. You probably got boring of my accent already. But yeah, we are going to, I'm going to stop talking now. I'm going to get a couple of replays for the Rhino, the M48 and the IS-7. Try and get you some good replays for those two. And, well, yeah, that is it from me. Do let me know if you are a new player, and if you are a new player, do try and join, well, do join my Discord server, and then you can, like, ask me to do, like, content for you lot. See if you could, like, get better at the game if I'm that good if I'm good in that kind of aspect, if you know what I mean. But yeah, do like send me like requests of what you want for videos and stuff. Do send me like replays to my email, which is linked down below. The Discord link is also linked down below, by the way. Do like and subscribe as well, which really helps me out. And well, yeah, that is basically it from me. I have been Grand Legend, and I'll see you all soon. Bye bye.
that. Critical hit! We got him! We finish him off! Penetration! They're knocked out! Есть пробитие. Враг поврежден.